Ugh. Ooh, it's a little strange.
I don't even want to know what they use that for. Do.
A few fortnights later, this strange dog woman was earning 100,000 gold coins a month on the World Wide Web. Whoa, whoa, whoa. 6 figures a month?
Get out!
For pretending to be a sexy puppy?
You are kidding. That is amazing!
That's like 66 iPhone X's every month. That's a Lamborghini every 2 months. Here in my garage, I just bought this new Lamborghini here. Now, I grew up drinking the Mr. Rogers Kool-Aid as much as the next kid.
You are special.
I just never thought that the whole be yourself thing was, like, lucrative. So I decided to figure out, how did this weird dog girl become a rich porn star? The defining rule of the 21st century has been Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it. But once upon a time, before porn came out of our computers like water from a tap, you had to leave your house, get in your car, and drive to a store just to watch some porn.
This is out. Someone has it.
The guy who owns the video store, he's only taking up valuable shelf space with videos that he knows he can rent. The diehards of the porno world.
Got invited to the Christmas party by mistake. Who knew?
And then Bruce Willis comes in and takes off all his clothes and has a big orgy with everyone at the Christmas party. Sorry, back to the story. So the video store only wants to sell the blockbuster hits that thousands of people in every city will want to watch. We're talking Up-and-Comers 10, Up-and-Comers 11, and Up-and-Comers 12. Now, this is bad news for the puppy girls of the world, because in any given city, there were only like 10 people who were into puppy play. This meant that in the pre-internet Zoic period, the puppy girls of the world, the niche weird stuff, they weren't a thing. Cheerleaders were a thing. Blonde-haired women with big boobs were a thing. So becoming a porn star in the 90s was like trying to be accepted into the popular girl clique at high school, hoping to be the next Regina George. Which is why most of the top porn stars in the 90s looked like Regina George. If you fit into the porn studio's formula, then you won first prize. You're a porn star. Anybody want to see second prize? Second prize is you're a waitress at Hooters. Third prize is... there was no third prize. It was the 90s. And then this happened.
What about this internet thing? Do you know anything about that?
Sure.
What the hell is that exactly?
Well, it's become a place where people are publishing information. You can find other people who have the same unusual interests you do. And...
A way to think about it is the ultimate direct-to-customer distribution channel.
It is going to radically change the way goods and services are discovered, sold, and delivered.
In other words, the internet changed the rules of the popularity contest. It wasn't winner takes all anymore. It was a free-for-all. If a porn studio didn't think you resembled Regina George enough,
that's against the rules, and you can't sit with us.
You could just upload your own content. If there were only 10 people in your particular city who were into the same weird stuff that you were, didn't matter, because WWW stands for World Wide Web. If you could find 10 weirdos like you in every major city, you had yourself a business. This equality of opportunity is precisely what the Founding Fathers of America envisioned.
Life, liberty, and the...
Yeah, that sounds great, but actually it's still freaking hard to succeed in this new model. Because when anyone can win, more people are going to compete. I mean, there's 100,000 cam girls on MyFreeCams alone. Then there's Pornhub. They have like 150,000 performers. And then there's over 1 million creators on OnlyFans. And then there's the hundreds of thousands of other adult performers on the bajillion other sites.
Serenity now!
How is someone supposed to sort through these hundreds of thousands of porn stars to find someone like your puppy girl? In the past, this problem was solved by the studio model. The porn studios were gatekeepers, only allowing people in that they thought mainstream audiences would like.
Hi.
What's up? End of the line, please.
Really?
Yeah.
But now, there's a new gatekeeper.
It's the app popping up on phones everywhere, from teens to some of the biggest celebrities.
Like that, baby?
TikTok.
So let's go back to June when your puppy girl uploads her first video to TikTok. The TikTok algorithm is going to show that video to a small group of people. Then if that small group of people show that they like the video, TikTok will show it to another group of people. And if they like it, they'll show it to another group, and so on.
Ready? Boom.
So it all comes down to grabbing the attention of that first group of people. They're like a mini gatekeeper inside the TikTok gatekeeper. And how do you grab their attention? You gotta be weird. If only there was some sort of expert, like a professor maybe, who could help me understand this whole philosophy of weirdness.
Well, let's start the insanity. Giddy up.
Over the last 3 years, Belle Delphine has built a career on being weird. She made over $20,000 selling bottles of her own bathwater. She was nominated for a Pornhub award despite never having done porn. And she posts up videos like this. That's an egg. Here she is with an octopus. So here is Professor Delphine to explain how she used weirdness to propel her fame.
Having a conversation is how you propel things on the internet, is people responding to it and sharing it. So I decided to do weird things in the combination as well as being sexy. And then people will share that, be like, what the fuck, this girl's so weird and quirky or whatever.
And that's exactly what Yourpuppygirl did. She released kind of weird, kind of sexy videos, and the internet proceeded to talk about it.
Ooh, it's a little strange.
You just blew my mind.
Okay, but just because Yourpuppygirl grabs someone's attention doesn't mean they're going to be turned on by her, let alone pay for her OnlyFans every month. Which brings me back to my original question. Why is this weird dog woman rich? Well, first of all, being weird means that there's way less competition. Like, let's say you type MILFs into Pornhub. You get 165,548 results, or at least on a Monday at 2 p.m. when I was pretending to do my day job, that's how many results for MILFs there were. The market is saturated with MILF content. More importantly, free content. And that's bad news for all of the MILFs out there. But it's great news for people like Puppy Girl. Because when you search for puppy play in Pornhub, there's like 1,805 results. Trying to compete with MILFs by being the 165,549th MILF is like competing with Coca-Cola by creating another version of Coca-Cola. People only care about this MILF. No one cares about that one, or that one, definitely not that one. So if you want to rival Coca-Cola, the best way is to create a drink that comes in a can half the size and tastes like cough syrup mixed with melted down car keys. Not only is there less competition for attention, there's less price competition that way, which is why Red Bull can charge way more for way less. And weird hot girls like Puppy Girl and Belle Delphine, they're the Red Bulls of porn. The average cost of a monthly OnlyFans subscription is $8.75, but Puppy Girl, she charges more than double, and Belle Delphine charges more than quadruple. Okay, so weird girls can charge more because there's less price competition. But if you're like me, you're still looking around wondering, are there really that many people who are into sexy puppies?
So I got like a jar of peanut butter and I was like, put this on your dick and pretend that I'm a dog. And he wouldn't do it.
Okay, well, Lana Rhodes is into it, but the answer is no. There are not that many people who are into sexy puppies.
There's always some group of perverts that's attracted to it. Ooh, that little tail really turns me on.
Out of the 7 billion people on this planet, there are roughly 5,000 people who are into Yourpuppygirl, which is less than 1/20th of this piece of pepperoni. If Yourpuppygirl wasn't able to tap into those 7 billion people, she never would have found the 5,000 fans who love her because her biggest fans aren't in the United States where she lives. They're in Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Sweden, Chile, and then the United States. Or at least they were on a Tuesday at 3 p.m. when my boss left early for the day, leaving me to do my real work. Now I'm not saying that Yourpuppygirl will be the next major porn star, but that's my point. She doesn't need to be. In the 90s, a whole army of people had to be able to make a profit off of a porno. But now, all of the profits go into Puppy Girl's pockets. Okay, but if being weird is so lucrative, why don't we all just wave our freak flag and start collecting the cash? Well, because when you're weird, this happens.
You know the way you smell when you first come home from the beach? Well, I want to make a cologne that captures the essence Love that smell.
Oh, yeah. That is the dumbest idea I've ever heard.
But every artist or entrepreneur or inventor was at one time a weirdo who people laughed at. When Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone, this happened.
$500? That is the most expensive phone in the world, and it doesn't appeal to business customers because it doesn't have a keyboard, which makes it not a very good email machine.
Yeah, well, eat a dick, Bomber, because we all know how that turned out.
We've got cards and letters from lots of people that say that iTunes is their favorite app on Windows.
Uh-huh.
It's like giving a glass of ice water to somebody in hell.
And before Puppy Girl was making 6 figures a month, people said things like this.
This is one dog that the internet would give to Michael Vick with no remorse.
So being weird is risky. Maybe you'll be a Cosmo Kramer, or maybe you'll be the next Steve Jobs. But when everyone is trying to rush through the same door, it might be easier to just go around and take the back door.
Ma! Come get this fucking dog. It's pissing all over the floor. You gonna look me in the face like this is okay? Go ahead, go take a shit while you're at it. Ma, come get him alone. What the fuck?